Hi again, boys and girls. This is Jill here coming to you from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Welcome to Dublin Community Church, United Church of Christ Sunday School online. This is for those of you who did not sign up for in-person Sunday school this week with me. So I'm happy that we can still be together. As we continue moving through the alphabet, we've come to the letter J, and there are a lot of cool J words in the Bible. For example, Jesus, but that's not our lesson today. Jewelry is in the Bible, but that's not our lesson. How about joy? That's not our lesson either, but I hope you have joy. Our lesson today isn't any of those things. It's about Joseph. Now, there are several Josephs in the Bible. You remember Mary's husband, right? Mary's the mother of Jesus, and her husband's name was Joseph, but we're not talking about that Joseph. Today's Joseph is found in the Old Testament book of Genesis, the first book of the Bible. I'll bet you can find it. All right, Joseph had a lot of brothers who were loved by their father very much, but one day their father did something very special for Joseph. Now, let me explain something first. At this time in the Bible, clothes were very plain. They didn't have fancy things like we do now. And clothes were often brown or white because they couldn't afford the dye, the clothes dye, necessary to make them colorful. Well, Joseph's dad had a very special coat made for Joseph. And it was made of a lot of different colors, and it was really cool. How do you think his brothers felt about that? Take some time to think about it. Dad didn't make it for the brothers, only for Joseph. Well, something else happened too. Joseph had a dream that said that his brothers would one day bow down to him, and Joseph would be in charge of them, even though he was the second from the youngest. Because back then, the oldest were put in charge of things, but not this time. So that's two things that could have upset Joseph's brothers. How would you feel if your parents gave your brother or sister something very special and didn't give anything special to you? If you said that maybe you'd be sad, that's a good answer. If you said maybe that you'd be angry, well, that's a good answer too. Or even jealous. Do you know what jealous means? That would be a good answer as well. I think those are all correct answers. Now, I want you to remember that it's okay to have those feelings. Those feelings, like anger and jealousy, are just ways that our bodies, our minds, our hearts are trying to tell us that something needs to be worked out. Something just doesn't feel quite right. But if these feelings, like sadness or anger, or jealousy lead us to doing something wrong or hurtful towards someone else, then we need to tell God that we're sorry, because that's just not right to hurt someone. It's never good to hurt someone or try to get even, okay? This is exactly, though, what Joseph's brothers did. They tried to get even. They tried to get rid of their brother by selling him to some people headed to Egypt. Then they told their father that Joseph was actually killed by a wild animal. So they lied. They lied to their father because they knew their dad would be upset that Joseph was sold into slavery. Wow, in Egypt. Now, well, as it turns out, though, long story made a little bit shorter, Joseph lived in Egypt for a long time, and he was able to help Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, with an important task of gathering food and storing it so that they could be ready for a famine that was going to happen soon. Do you know what a famine is? A famine is when there's very little food, mostly due to not having enough rain. Now, God was with Joseph, even when his brothers mistreated him. God blessed Joseph with an important job that eventually led him to seeing his brothers again, because when the famine came, they came to Egypt looking for food. And guess what? Their brother kind of was in charge, wasn't he? Just like his dream said. Well, what's really cool about Joseph is that he chose to forgive his brothers. Can you choose to forgive people who make you sad or jealous or angry? I hope so, especially in our families. That's a great place to start, to practice learning how to be kind and forgiving is with our family, right? Okay, boys and girls, I hope you had a nice time with me today learning more about Joseph and how our feelings can either get us in trouble or can get us to talk about things so that we can work things out, right? All right, I hope that's what you choose to do, to work things out, all right, with your family. Now, don't forget, you can sign up to be with me in person in Sunday school. We have a limit of 10 children each Sunday, and you can come and we can have Sunday school together. All right? So go ahead and have your parents go to Sign Up Genius if they want you to be able to be in person. They might still be concerned about that, and that's okay. If they're concerned about you being in person, then that's all right. We'll just keep meeting just like this. All right? All right, boys and girls, this is Jill signing off from Tennessee, Gatlinburg. Bye, everybody. God bless you.